Okay. Here, myself, Dr. Rajesh Vatija, I am teaching you the VLSI design concepts. In this, we have already learned about the back-end and front-end design. Front-end design include the VHDL and Verilog, and back-end design include the schematic and layout design. Right? After schematic design, we go to the layout, and before schematic, we go to the VHDL and Verilog. And VHDL and Verilog are the programming languages by which we can use the any circuit. We can design any circuit, and that can be burned on the FPGA, right? FPGA is field programmable gate array. So in that FPGA, the circuit will be burned, and that circuit we make schematic of that circuit in the ACIDIT. After the ACIDIT, after the successful doing the ACIDIT, that is when we are satisfied with ourselves with the power, delay, and all other measures of the all other parameters. If satisfactory, it will be appear. Then we go to the layout design, right? So today's lecture is based on the layout design. So layout design. In this, we consider the inverter layout. So we know already that the expression is F equal to A bar, and its circuit is like this. There is a PMOS and there is a NMOS connected in this fashion, and here there will be a, and there will be a body terminal also. And here the body terminal of NMOS is connected to the ground, and body terminal of the PMOS is connected to the VDD. And here there will be an input and there will be an output. This is the basic circuit of the CMOS inverter, right? So CMOS inverter. Now when we do the fabrication of this, we require the layout designing, right? So in the layout basically means building map, right? We have already learned about the building map. Whenever a building is designed, then there will be a building map is required. For that building map, for CMOS inverter case, we require first of all a P-type substrate. Inside of this P-type substrate, we have to create this whole structure. So NMOS and PMOS. So in NMOS body is of P-type, right? So this will be P-type substrate will be the, in this we directly develop the NMOS, and in NMOS the source and drain will be of N plus region. So this is N plus, this is here N plus. This is the source and drain, and between source and drain there will be a SiO2 layer, and above this SiO2 layer, nowadays we make the polysilicon. Previously metal is developed for the gate terminal. Here there will be a source, this will be the drain, and body, for body terminal we create here P plus. P plus means what? P plus means heavy doping. As compared to P-type substrate, there will be a heavy doping. So N plus and P plus means heavy doping. And here there will be a body terminal. As here shown, the body and source are connected together to the ground. So we shorted this and we connect to the ground. And the drain terminal, this will be the source, this will be the drain. This will be the source and this will be the drain. And this will be the trained to write source and drain. Upper side there will be a source, and lower side there will be a drain. Right? Upper side there will be a source and then drain, and source drain from upside, and as well as source drain from downside. In the NMOS we will write, and this is the way to write the source and drain, to identify the source and drain. From upside and downside, write the source and write source drain from here and source drain from here. After this is the NMOS we have developed. For PMOS, the substrate will be the N-type. So inside of the P-type substrate, first we create N-well. So this is called N-well. So this N-well will be the n-type body of this PMOS. Inside of this n web, there will be two P plus. This is the two P plus, and here this will be the n plus, and this will be the body terminal. This is the source terminal, and again body and source are connected together to the VDD. So here VDD is connected, and here between the two P plus there will be a SiO2 and polysilicon will be there. Here this will be the drain, and these drain are connected together to the output terminal. And these gates are connected together to the input side. So this will be the input side. So this will be the structure. This is not layout. This is the structure of the CMOS. When we fabricate, it will be fabricated like this, right? Now, what will be the layout? So in this case, first of all, before going to the layout, we first develop the stick diagram. Stick diagram, basically stick means the match stick. From that it is taken stick. So stick diagram is basically a diagram in which the rough layout we show, right? So what is the stick diagram? Stick diagram for inverter or for any case, there will be first of all colored diagram. So these two always use, one is VDD and another is GND. Both will be of blue color, and these are metal lines. These are the stick which are of blue color, and these are metal lines. Now here there will be a P plus diffusion and N plus diffusion, and there will be a common gate. This is the polysilicon. This will be is of red color. P plus is of green color. Oh, sorry. This will be of yellow, and N plus is of green color. And polysilicon is of red color. This is poly, right? On this poly, we write the input, right? And whenever a poly cut the N plus or P plus, this will be divided into source and drain. That is, this part is the transistor, right? So this part is the NMOS, this part is the PMOS. So suppose we write here source and here drain. One side will be source, another will be automatically drain. So if this is the source, source is connected to the ground. So source is connected to the ground. Here also we assume source here and drain here. Source is connected to VDD. Again, this will be of metal and this will be of blue color. This is also of blue color. This here we write a cross here. So what this cross designate? This cross designate because this is of metal and this is of green N plus. So these two are different material. So this will be the active contact. This is called active contact, and this will be of brown color, right? So this will be a brown color, this will be a brown color, and these we don't require here any brown color because this is metal, this is metal. Similarly, this is metal, this is metal. So we don't require any cross here. We don't require any cross here. Now the last connection is of drain. Drain and drain are connected together, and here we write out. So this will be the stick diagram of the inverter. In stick diagram, there is no necessary of the dimension. There are rough layout. So and this is used for generating getting the structure, basic structure of the layout. So in this case, the stick diagram of inverter will be look like this. After this, we generate the layout. So now the layout we in the stick diagram, we don't worry about the body terminal because it is assumed that all body of NMOS is connected to the ground and all body of PMOS is connected to the VDD terminal. So this is the stick diagram, right? Again, this is a color coding, right? So don't. This is the blue color VDD and GND. This will be of blue color. P plus is of yellow color, and N plus diffuser is of green color. These are actives for the PMOS and NMOS respectively. This is here polysilicon. This is for get terminal. This is the of red color, and here we write the inputs, right? And whenever a polysilicon cut the two diffuser, it will be a transistor fabricated. So one side will be source, another side will be drain. Now this in this stick diagram, we don't worry about the dimension. But now when we generate the layout design, we have to be very sure about the dimensions between the two spaces, right? For this, first we generate the NMOS and then the PMOS. So for this, first we have a active. This is the active, and we have a polysilicon. This is the polysilicon. It is of red color. This is of red color. I don't have color, so I am writing the colors over here. This is of red color. This is poly. This is green color. This is active. Now, this is here, length is 2 lambda. What is lambda? We will discuss that thing after the class. 2 lambda, this will be the overlap here. This is the overlap here. This is basically channel length. 2 lambda is channel length, L. Here, this inside of this, there will be, we draw a metal. And inside of this metal, there will be an active contact. So this is.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Yes.
सर ये स्टेक डायग्राम के बाद सर हम ये अभी क्या कर रहे हैं, अभी ये जो प्रेजेंट किया आप समझा रहे हैं.
This is the layout. In the layout, we worry about the dimensions.
Okay, sir.
Right. So now this layout. In this layout, this is the green active, and here this is the polysilicon, red poly. It is having a overlap here as 2 lambda, and this distance is also 2 lambda. 2 lambda is the channel length. 2 lambda is the channel length L. And here this will be the active contact. This is the metal. And metal is always of blue color, and inside of this there will be a active contact. We will see this on the additive also, but before developing the additive, we must learn this basic concepts of this. So that's why we are discussing this. So this will be of metal blue color, and this will be of active. Now dimension of metal is 4 lambda by 4 lambda. That is, its width and dimensions are 4 lambda by 4 lambda, and active contact is 2 lambda by 2 lambda. This is fixed here. For any technology, this is fixed here. Only lambda will change according to the channel length. And for example, if I use 16 nanometer technology, so L is 16, so this will be 2 lambda, and then lambda we will have as 8 nanometer. And accordingly, we fabricated this layout. So this this is here metal 4 lambda by 4 lambda. This is here 2 lambda by 2 lambda. So this is 2 lambda. This total is 4 lambda. So what will be this? This will be overlap will be 1 lambda, because this is 1 lambda plus 2 lambda plus 1 lambda. So this will be total 4 lambda. So this 4 lambda by 4 lambda, that is the metal contact, is required to make this connection. In stick diagram, we use only simply a cross, but here we have to draw this because this active is of different material and this metal is of different material. That's why this block is required. And this is here, this distance is 0.5 lambda. This distance is 1 lambda. Don't worry about these distances. You don't have to remember because actually these are the dimension which will appear in the edit automatically. So if we draw, if it is wrong, it will show an error. If it is correct, then it will not show an error. But it is better to remember these laws, these rules, that what is the spacing between them. Similarly, this is the source. Similar contact is for drain. So here the drain contact is made, right? And this is the source and drain, that is the N plus. For this, to make this as N plus, we draw a N-type body which is overlap here with a 2 lambda distance. This is called, in edit we call it N select. And N select is of some orange color. Maybe the color coding is different than what appears in the edit. We will see what is the actual color, but there will be a different color of the N select. So this is the N select. This N select is having the dimension of 2 lambda outside of this active. Now we make this as this will be the NMOS design. And after this NMOS design, same thing is developed for the PMOS. So one active will be there. Active will be always green color here. For PMOS or NMOS, both will be same. And this gate is common to them. So we connect this gate on upside. This polysilicon is extended over here. Exactly same will be there, same dimension will be there. And this metal contact and active contact will be same of 2 lambda by 2 lambda dimension. Right? And after this, what we have to use a T select. For PMOS, there will be a T select. So this will be a T select. So this is the T select. Right? Now, after this T select, there should be an N well also. So we enclose this into the N well. So this is the N well. Now this N well is of 3 lambda away from the P select, and P select is 2 lambda away from the active. Active, this distance is 1 lambda, this is 4 here, this is 1 here, this is 1 here, this is here 0.5, this is here 0.5, same, right? Same rules will be there. This will be 2 lambda, right? This will be 2 lambda and overlap will be 2 lambda. And this is here all together 3 lambda, this N well. And N well is a body of the PMOS. But here we don't show here body also. Now the connection is remaining, that is we draw the always 3 lambda wire. This is the 3 lambda wire that is of metal, and here there will be a VDD. This is here VDD. So this is the metal, this is also metal, so there is no need to connect here. It will be already connected. So here this is metal, these two are connected together. And active contact will connect the active to the this metal. So that's why this metal will have a connection of VDD. Now similarly, here we connect on the NMOS side, we connect here this metal with the 3 lambda distance. This is width is 3 lambda. This is fixed here 3 lambda, and here this minimum width is 3 lambda. This will be of metal, and this is the ground, right? And we name this. We will see on the next lecture in the edit. We name this as GND and VDD so that it terminals named as VDD and GND. And then here also we show the connection of drain to drain, and that will be connected together, right? So summarizing this again, this is the N well, this is the P select, this is the active for PMOS. Active is common for PMOS and NMOS, both are green color. And inside of active, with a distance of 0.5, there will be a metal, and inside of that metal there will be an active contact of 2 lambda by 2 lambda. Metal is of 4 lambda by 4 lambda, right? Now this will be, this distance is 1 lambda. So can we guess what is the active length? Active length will be, this is here 0.5, this is 0.5. So 1 plus 1 here plus 1 here. So this will be 3. And then there will be a 4 here and 4 here. So 8 plus 3, 11 plus 2. So it is 13 lambda. So active is of 13 lambda. So here there will be a way to find out the active length. So it is 2 into number of polys plus 1. So what it will be? Poly is 1 here, it is here 4. 4 into 2, 4 into 2 number of polys plus 1. So it will be 4, it is 3 here. 3 into 4 is 12 plus 1. So 13 lambda will be there. Number of polys will be 1. And polysilicon is only 1. So poly into 3 into 4 plus 1. This will be the active length. And this is fixed. Right? So this is the, don't worry about the dimensions here. These dimensions will be clear when we see the edit. Right? So, Chirag, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Somewhat it will be clear, somewhat it will be maybe some doubt will be there. That will be clear in the edit when we actually generate the layout, and then we will see. Right? We are today basically seeing the what is the basics of layout. Right? So first we draw the schematic, and then we draw the stick diagram. And through the stick diagram, why it is required? Because this is a very simple circuit. If there are suppose 5 gates, right? Then there will be 5 polysilicon will be there. So how we place that polysilicon on the layout? We cannot randomly write the polysilicon sequence or polysilicon length over here, right? So for this we require stick diagram. So stick diagram basically give the rough layout. That is, the structure will be clear. That is, connections will be clear, right? So after this, the how to choose the as I discussed right now, if there are more than 2 polys, then how to find out the stick diagram. So first of all, we take one circuit for this. So circuit is like this. This is here A, B, and C. This is the NMOS. So PMOS will be just dual of this. So A and B are in series. So here it will be in parallel. So here A and B are in parallel. And here there will be a series connection. because this C is parallel, so it will be like this. So it is here VDD, and here output will be here. Here it will be here. And body, don't have to worry about the body, because body of NMOS are connected to ground and body of PMOS is connected to VDD. We will see body effect is also there, that is affecting the threshold voltage basically. So we will see later on this body effect also. But now what is the function? Function is made from the NMOS. So A into B plus C whole bar. Bar will be always there. So this is the function, right? So A dot B plus C whole bar. This is the function, that is the output here, right? Now, how to draw the stick diagram for this? Suppose if I draw like this. This is the stick diagram for this circuit. This is here metal, blue color VDD and blue color GND, and P plus and N plus. These 4 lines are fixed for every layout, every stick diagram. So now, how to choose the sequence of ABC? Suppose if I choose A, suppose if I choose A first, then C, and then B. I'm randomly choosing this A, C, B, right? Now, source and drain, how we will write? As I discussed, we write source here and then source, drain, we write. So source, drain, we write like this. So it is easy to find out. Here, upside source and then source, drain. So this is the way to find out the source drain. Now, after this, the how to connect. Suppose we start with the PMOS. So A and B, this is B here. So A and B are connected in parallel, source is common and drains are common. So if A is here, this is the source and this is the drain, suppose, then suppose this is the source and this is the drain, right? Now if I, similarly for NMOS, A, C, B, so here the drain of A is connected with the drain of C. So this is the common area. So this is the drain of A and drain of C. We cannot choose randomly, right? It depends upon circuit. So here drain is there, here drain is there. So this will be the drain, this will be the drain. This will be the source, this will be the source. Because one is fixed, another will be automatically fixed. If this is the source, now we see source of C is connected to the source of B. So this will be the source of B and this will be the drain. So there is no problem over here. Now if I connect here, A is not connected to this. A source is connected to drain of B. So here it is connected. And source drain of A is connected to the output. And source B source and C source, this is connected to the ground. Now tell me how to connect the drains of these two. That is, the drain of this is connected to the output, so we can connect like this. This is the output here, right? And the source of for the PMOS case, the source of A and B are connected together. So source of A is connected to VDD and source of B is connected to VDD. It's fine. Now drains of these two are connected to together and it is connected to the source. Now there is a problem over here. What is the problem? Drain of this is connected. This is the C term, this is C, this is A, and this is B here. Chirag, is that clear? This is A here,
yes, sir.
This is C, this is B. So if source is connected, this source is connected to the VDD, right? And this drain is connected to the source of this. But if source of C is this will be the drain, and drain of C is not connected with B. This is not connected here. If it is not connected, we have to break this P plus diffuser. If I choose this ACB, I have to break this P plus diffuser because there is no connection between the drain of C and drain of P. We can choose in any. If I choose this drain of A, same problem will occur, right? So how to remove this problem? This is called the choosing the polysilicon in a particular way so that there will be no breakage of P plus. Because once there is a breakage, there will be a spacing between, fixed spacing between them, that is 3 lambda distance is there, which is fixed between the two actives, whether it is of P plus, whether it is of N plus. If the active is breaked out, there will be a definitely spacing between them, and that is of 3 lambda. So this 3 lambda distance will be there. That's why we cannot use this ACB. Now I will show that if I choose the CAB, if I choose CAB, right? Now I am making here upside the same stick diagram, but now the polysilicon is different. Here it is VDD, GND, P plus, and N plus. Now I choose the sequence as CAB. So CAB, this is CAB. If I choose this CAB, then see, in the NMOS first source of C is connected with the source of B, and drain of C is connected with the drain of A. So this is the common area, so this will be the drain, this will be the drain. This, if this is drain, this will be source. If this is drain, this will be source. And if this is source of A is connected with the drain of B. So this will be the drain of B, and this will be the source. Is this clear? This sequence is clear now? Source, drain, source.
Yes, sir.
How we identify source? First we see what is the common between C and A in NMOS. C and A has a common between as D. So these two are D. So once this is fixed, this will be source, this will be source. This is source. Now we see which is common with B. Source of A is connected with the drain of B. So this will be the drain and this will be the source. Now source of B and source of C are connected through VDD. So here we connect like this, right? And we don't require this connection. So here this connection is not required. Any output we will not take from here. So this drain and drain is connected with the output. So here we connect with the output. So here it is connected. After this, now how we make for PMOS, because there was a problem of breaking of active. Here there will be no problem. How it will be that we see. A and B source are connected together. A and B sources are connected together, and drains are having a connection over here. Source are connected to VDD, so it is connected here, and two drains are connected together with the source of C. So source of C will be here, and these two are connected together. So these two are connected together. And if source of C is here, this will be automatically drain, and drain is the output of this function. So here we connect the output. So here it will be connected like this. right? So in this there is no breakage is required. Is this clear? Chirag, is this clear?
Yes,
So there
sir.
will be no breakage involved in this stick diagram, right? Now, how I choose this CAB? It is not random. There is a fixed law that is given by Euler, and that is our last topic, Euler graph. This is used to generate the polysilicon if there are more than 2 transistors. Otherwise, there will be a possibility of breaking of actives. So, in the Euler graph, the pull-up and pull-down graphs are made. So, pull-up network graph and pull-down network graph. So, pull-up network graph is made from PMOS. And how we make graph? For one transistor, there will be one line, and on this line we write A. And this line can be of any curve. It can be a circular curve or it can be a simple line. So this will be A, and A and B are connected together. So this is B here, and C is connected here. So C is connected. This is the pull-up network graph, right? And pull-down network graph will be AB are in series. So AB are in series, and C is in parallel. So C is in parallel. So this is the pull-down graph. Now, what is the use of this pull-up and pull-down graph? Basically, we have to find a sequence in both the pull-up and pull-down network that is known as Euler sequence. And this sequence, Euler sequence, is that sequence which is same for pull-up and pull-down network. And this sequence does not involve the repetition of the branch. That is, if I choose suppose CAB, node can be repeated, but the branch cannot be repeated. So if I choose like this CAB, is that possible over here? So CAB is possible from here. So we start from here CAB. We can take also BAC also. BAC also. In that case also there will be no problem. So BAC we can choose CAB also. So there is no fix that it is a unique Euler sequence. So whenever a layout question can come, student can draw the different layouts, right, according to their polysilicon sequence. This is called polysilicon sequence. Polysilicon sequence. So this sequence is very necessary to understand, otherwise there will be a breaking of the actives, and whenever there is a breaking of active, the layout area will be greater. So in place of getting that, we have to use this Euler graph concept. So repeating again, how to make Euler graph with the schematic, whether they are in series or parallel, we have to draw a simple line, and this line can be of any curve. That is, it can be a curve like this, or it can be a simple line over this. So A and B are connected in parallel, so two nodes are tied together, so that will be in parallel, and C will be in series of this, so C is series. Similarly, here A and B are in series, so A and B are in series and C is in parallel. And after this drawing of pull up and pull down, we find out randomly a sequence which is not repeating the branch. It can repeat the node, but it is not repeating the branch, and there will be common to both, that is pull up network and pull down network. That sequence is known as Euler sequence, and that is needed to find out the polysilicon sequence in the layout. Right? So this is about the
Sir,
yes.
सर इसमें जब हम यूलर सीक्वेंस में जब डायरेक्शन चूज करेंगे तो दोनों पुल अप और पुल डाउन नेटवर्क में दोनों में सेम डायरेक्शन चूज करेंगे क्या सीक्वेंस में?
हाँ. मतलब जो सीक्वेंस है जैसे CAB है तो वो CAB ही रहेगा।
मतलब जैसे सर आपने यहाँ पे ABC एक हमने जैसे सीक्वेंस लिया ABC, ये हम क्लॉकवाइज घूम के कर सकते हैं, ठीक।
अब देखो जो
और जो
हमने
पुल डाउन नेटवर्क,
नहीं, जो पहले चूज किया था उसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम है देखो, हमने पहले चूज किया था ABC, राइट, जिसमें वो ब्रेकअप आया था, राइट। अब देखो ABC था कि ACB था? ACB था, ACB था, राइट। अब देखो इसमें ACB तो पॉसिबल है, A C और B, इसमें तो पॉसिबल है विदाउट रिपीटिंग द ब्रांच। Here it is not possible. Why? Because if I start from here, or if I start from here A and then C, now we have to come back to cover this B. So here there will be an overlap. Understand?
okay
If I start from A and then C, and if I want to cover the B, I have to go back here. So there will be a repetition of this C. So this is not a Euler sequence in that case, right? So
yes, sir.
आगे ये चीज समझ में आ गया। यूलर सीक्वेंस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बहुत कम लोग जानते हैं इस बारे में, यूलर सीक्वेंस के बारे में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ये। यूलर सीक्वेंस के बिना तो स्टिक डायग्राम और लेआउट तो बन ही नहीं सकता है। क्लियर है बच्चे?
यस सर। सर जो लेआउट हम बना रहे हैं इसका मेन यूज कहाँ करेंगे अपन?
मेन यूज होता है जो आईसी डिजाइन होती है ना, आईसी डिजाइन जब हम चिप डिजाइन करते हैं तो चिप डिजाइन कैसे होती है, जो हम छोटी सी आईसी देखते हैं जैसे 555 आईसी जो बात करते हैं अपन, उसमें 555 आईसी में की स्ट्रक्चर क्या रहता है, उसका कितने ट्रांजिस्टर्स रहते हैं, वही तो है लेआउट उसका। तो बिना लेआउट के तो चिप डिजाइन होगी नहीं। तो जो लेआउट डिजाइनर होते हैं वो मेन काम करते हैं आईसी चिप डिजाइन का। तो वो लेआउट बना के देते हैं फैक्ट्री को, जिसको अपन बोलते हैं फाउंड्री, FOUNDRY। फाउंड्री में फैब्रिकेशन होता है, उस फाउंड्री में फैब्रिकेशन होने के बाद चिप तैयार होती है। और चिप भी मल्टीपल चिप्स डिजाइन होती है, एक चिप डिजाइन नहीं होती है। अब आप सोचो कि अगर हम 10 मिलियन बना रहे हैं चिप्स, और अगर हमारा लेआउट सही नहीं है तो कितना खर्चा बेकार हो जाएगा।
yes,
इसलिए लेआउट डिजाइन बहुत जरूरी है। विदाउट दैट देयर विल बी नो चिप्स, नो फैब्रिकेशन ऑफ चिप। आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट?
यस सर, दैट इज क्लियर। बट सर हम जो स्कीमेटिक डायग्राम होता है, जो आपने सबसे स्कीमेटिक डायग्राम जो होता है, जो आपने सबसे पहले बनाया था ना, जैसे पी सबट्रेट लेके उसमें एनवेल करना,
वो स्ट्रक्चर है, वो स्ट्रक्चर, वो फ्रंट व्यू है स्ट्रक्चर का। जो चिप बन जाएगी उसका 3D स्ट्रक्चर होगा। 3D स्ट्रक्चर का फ्रंट व्यू मैंने दिखाया आपको। जैसे कोई बिल्डिंग बनती है, बिल्डिंग में मैप होता है,
yes, sir.
वैसे ही। ठीक है, क्लियर है? और कोई डाउट है बच्चे?
नो सर, क्लियर है।
अपन और चीज देखेंगे व्हेन वी डिस्कस दिस थिंग ऑन द टेनर EDA टूल, देन वी विल सी दिस।